Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, 15th of December. I'm Amanda Fowler. This is the Inspiring Inkin Facebook page. If you are here, could you please say hello? I will check in, make sure I'm live where I should be. Let's see. Yeah, looks like I am. Hurrah! Every week I check, and every week I'm truly grateful that actually I'm in the right place. It is going to happen at some point that I'm completely in the wrong place. Oh dear. So, who is here today? Who is here today? I've got lots to talk to you about, lots of things to talk about, to share. I've even got some tea. So I thought I might be doing a lot of chatting, so I thought I'd better bring a teapot full so I don't get a bit croaky part way through. So let's see who is here. Jen is here, Michelle's here, Julia's here, Christine's here, Sue's here, Chris is here, Angela's with Chris, and Scylla's here, and Julia's here as well. Fantastic. Nicola's here. Awesome. How are we this week? How has your world been since last we spoke? Hi Karen. Lots of people saying hello to everybody. 15th of December. We've got 2 weeks left of 2020. Hurrah! Are you feeling like that? I think I'm feeling a bit like that too. Yeah, roll on 2021 is what I say. It can't come soon enough. So let me move that microphone a bit. Is the sound okay? And can you see everything okay? Is that all working? Good afternoon, Jan. Okay, so what have I got to tell you? The last chance sale is ongoing. It was very, very busy on the first couple of days. Things have quietened down a bit. So if there are things on your wish list still, you can still get quite a few of them. I did email out, I don't know what day it was, last week, about Whisper White and the change. And actually, what I will just do, let me just grab this, and just to see what we're doing at stock levels currently. Very sad that the paper mill has had to close. So I'm just going to the website just to see what's available. But Stamping Up have sourced some new cards, so it's coming, it's just not here yet. Okay. Right, okay. It looks like Shimmery White is available. Yeah. It looks like it has all gone now. Oh, no. Yeah, currently unavailable. Okay, so, yes. I am hoping that... I'm hoping that once the Christmas period's over, I'm hoping that it's kind of inbound. I don't know that for sure though, so don't hold me to that. If you are really struggling, then message me. And obviously I do keep some stock. But obviously I need it for my classes too. So message me if you are in a bind. Okay, but Very Vanilla is still available and is awesome. So let's have a look. Sound is good, all fine. Sheridan's here as well. Maureen's arrived. Hello, hello. And Deb. Fab. If you saw my blog post yesterday, you will know that as of Friday this week, so that is the 16th, 17th, 18th, I am taking 2 weeks holiday. And it's actually really the first real break we've had all year. So I am taking 2 weeks holiday, but I made the decision that I am going to carry on with Craft and Chat here on a Tuesday afternoon. Couple of reasons for that. Firstly, when we started this way back in March, I didn't understand, and I'm sure you probably didn't understand, how important this would be. It's been a real lifeline for me, and I think it's been a lifeline for lots of you guys as well. It's an opportunity to kind of catch up and have a bit of a chat and see some crafting and so on. So I intend to carry it on even when I'm on holiday. So I will be here next week and the week after and every week after that. Obviously at some point there will be a reason why I can't, but I am planning on being here for the next 2 Tuesdays. So if you're free, then it would be awesome to catch up with you next week or the week after. Okay. Hi Marion. Hi Mum. Marion's asking me if I'm in lockdown yet. No, well I'm not. Every member of my family is. But we're not. We're still in tier 2. So I honestly I don't know actually what the rules are because we don't go anywhere. Yeah. That sounds, as I'm saying that just sounds so sad. But yeah, I mean, last time I went out for a cup of coffee was months ago, and cake. Brian and I went out on our anniversary in September, but other than that, the groceries are delivered. All the Christmas presents have been delivered. Yeah. And yeah, we don't really go out. We go out for walks. We do go out, actually out, but not, we don't go places. So yeah, we just stay home. Lisa's arrived. Hello. Sheridan saying it's been brilliant and can't thank you enough. Oh, Sheridan, that's such a lovely thing. I really miss crafting with other people, and and it's just such a part of my world that I just love it. So thank you, and I'm excited about what we're going to do next week and the week after. I haven't decided yet. Kind of decided. Not going to tell you though. Jan saying thank you for carrying up. Marion saying as poor things are. It's okay, Marion. It is what it is, isn't it? I'm a planner. That's my main issue with all of this. I like plans, and my mum's here. She's going to start laughing in a minute. So, like in July, I need to know who's doing what at Christmas. I need to know where people are going, what they're doing, because then all my boxes are ticked and I know what's happening. And clearly 2020 has not allowed me to be that kind of a planner. And to be honest, I still don't know what's happening at Christmas. I know what we're kind of hoping is going to happen, but the reality is things are changing all the time. For those of you outside of the UK or that haven't actually watched any news or anything, the southeast and London are all going into tier 3, and they've got really huge rises of cases. So things are changing day by day. So I am letting go for now my planning instincts. They will be back. So I'm hoping that come next July I can plan for next Christmas. Oh, that's interesting, Sarah. So Sarah's saying France is out of lockdown, but they have a curfew between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. So I'm trying to think. I suppose that's to stop people going out in the evening and socialising and stuff. Don't know. That's sad. And Trish has arrived, and Claire's here, and Debbie's here. So yeah, it's just all the rules are so different all around the world, aren't they? Yeah. Now, I do have a few things to show you. How cool is this? Every day the postman thinks I'm crazy because I keep rushing to the to the door. Got lots of cards to show you. I have got a finished scarf to show you as well. So for those of you who did the crochet along, my scarf is finished. Hooray! So I will show you. Hang on, I'll show you that bit. So I've done my scalloped edge all the way around mine. So it's got, I've done a dark grey layer and then this kind of teal layer. So yeah, so it's finished. It has been functionally tested. It is keeping my neck nice and warm when I'm walking the dog. So that's good. So that's finished, which has meant that I have started a cardigan for me. Yes! I've finished all the other Christmas crocheting things. And yeah, so I'm working with sock wool. So for those of you that don't know, it's really, really thin. Really, really thin. And I'm using a 5mm hook, which isn't the smallest hook, but it's quite small. And it's going to take some time. But it's good. But it's a really beautiful yarn. It's merino wool. So I'm very excited about that. So I will keep you posted, but I wasn't going to bring it because I've done like 2 rows. So it's about that tall at the moment. And I got 45 inches to crochet. So, you know, it's going to keep me busy. So let's have a look. Oh! Claire's saying she's off to work again. She needs to sort her rotas out. I put a note in your card, Claire. Yeah, it might have to be a New Year walk. The bug. Kerry, I have no clue what you've just written. Can you explain what you've written, Kerry? Because that's fine. Oh, Sarah's saying that all the pubs and bars and restaurants are closed. Oh. So Kerry's just retyped it. So she says that the bug only comes out at night. Crocheting a cardigan. Yes, Sarah. It's a cocoon cardigan though. So it's well, it's almost a square, and then you fold it in half and crochet bits around the armholes. It's very cool. Yeah, I will show you when it's done, eventually. Yes. Angela's here as well. Hi Angela, hope you are keeping well. Okay, so those are the things that I've been making, but look at what has been coming through the post. So I'm going to show you all these cards. Honestly, there are some beautiful cards. Actually, they are all beautiful cards, is what I'm trying to say. And they're all really different, which is awesome. So this one is from Katie. This one is from Jan. Jan's here at the moment. This is lovely. Thank you, Jan. This one is from Claire. We were just talking to Claire a minute ago. This one's from Michelle. Michelle was here a minute ago as well. And this one is from Sarah. That's Sarah Topple. Different Sarahs. This is from Ashy. I tell you, my window ledgers are going to be looking so awesome. I haven't put any of them up yet though. This is from Tessa and Pat saying thank you for the entertainment. It has been entertaining, hasn't it? I was actually chatting to a friend yesterday about this, about Craft and Chat, and saying, you know, they have put up with me all year. That we've had technology problems, we've had overheating phones, we've had stuff crashing out, we've had images upside down, we've had no sound. It has been amazing. Right, so Sarah L is here, and this is from Sarah. It's very pretty. You can see that. That's really cool. So it's got like a little I don't know, little tiny cutout, so it means that the string actually stays. Hopefully you can see that the string actually stays there. This one's from Helen and Phil. This one is from Paula and Andy. This one is from Karen and Colin. This one's from Deborah. I think Deborah was here earlier, actually. Thank you very much. This one is from Nicola. Nicola was here earlier as well. And this one is from M. And there must be some downstairs, because Sue, your card's not here. I'll show everybody next week. There's one more card, and I know she's here. This is Jen. And it's super cute. And after Christmas, I'm going to dismantle it and put it in a little frame. Look, I'll show you the whole card. So it's a big card. But look, done cross stitch for me. It's a very cute little penguin. So Jen, I don't know, Jen, whether you know that cross stitch was kind of what got me into stamping in the first place. Did you know that? Have I told you this story? I might give you a minute just to see if I've told you the story. whether you want me to repeat the story of how I got into stamping. Do you know? You have to let me know if you want to know the story of how I started stamping. Sue said she's crocheted 5 scarves now and started with the 6th. With all the end pieces of the yarn from the mandala that were over. Fabulous. Trish, you've got your raffle prize. Good. Marlene's here. Lisa's saying that's adorable and tell. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so thank you. I will tell you. So, I moved to Somerset when I was 19 to be with my now husband. So I moved over 200 miles away from home, and he was at that point in the Navy, and yeah, I moved to Somerset, and I just wanted to find different things to do to keep me occupied because he was often away. I did learn how to rifle shoot, but that's a whole other completely other kind of conversation. But I started cross stitching and made all sorts of things. I actually don't have a piece of completed cross stitch. I don't own any of the cross stitch that I ever did. I did for everybody else and made lots of things for lots of other people, but I haven't kept any. So at some point I do need to complete something to keep. But anyway, I used to go to a little shop in Somerset in the middle of nowhere, and there she had all the quilting stuff and all the cross stitch stuff, and she used to go to America. She used to fly into America. So if I was 19, that was 33 years ago. Yeah, 33 years ago. So she would, the lady that owned the shop would go to America. She'd fly out there and she'd purchase lots and lots of different kits and patterns and all sorts of stuff, put it all in a suitcase and bring it all back. And I went to see her the day after she got back from one of her trips, and on the countertop was this basket, and in this, it was like a little wicker basket, and in it were these little tiny blocks with rubber on them and these little tiny ink pads. And I'm going, what's this? And she said, oh yeah, she said it's like paper crafting. It's rubber stamping with ink pads. And I'm going, okay. Not really seen anything like that before. So I bought several of the stamps, 3 I think, and an ink pad. And went home and loved it. Was stamping on everything I could find and cutting things out, sticking things together and doing all of that. So the following day I went back and I bought all of the stamps in the basket, and that actually was kind of the turning point, because I stopped cross stitching then, and I did a bit, but mainly I stopped. I started paper crafting, and so 33 years ago. So the changes that the industry has had over that time is amazing. The growth and the different things that we have now and the different products that we have that we never used to have. But still now, my favourite things to do are stamping, particularly with heat embossing, and sticking bits of paper together. So, we've got all these other things now that we can do, but actually, give me some stamps and some ink and some paper. or a bit of sticking, and I'm happy girl. So yeah, so there you go. So it was that lady in a shop that's no longer there who came back with a suitcase full of cross-stitch stuff and a few rubber stamps. So, okay. Right. So Diane. Oh, hello Diane. Thank you for popping in. She's going back to work. Val's raffle prizes arrived. Fantastic. Andriana's here. We're in Somerset. So originally, Sarah, it was Hewish Episcopi is where I used to live. It's near Langport, near Yeovil. Brian was stationed at Yeovil. Oh, Judith's recovering from a hospital procedure. I hope you are feeling better soon. Sarah, no, I don't still have the stamps. No, they went, yeah, many moons ago. Several house moves ago, I think, unfortunately. Bye, Claire. Denise's raffle prizes arrived. And she's got her voucher as well. So yeah, so there you go. I think those stamps there would be, I wish I had kept them, Sarah. But it's funny, isn't it? That things that are pivotal points in your life, I don't think you I don't think you ever actually understand that they're pivotal at the time, necessarily. 33 years ago, I would never imagine that I would be able to be sat here chatting to you through my phone, reaching all four corners of the world, talking to you about stamps. That's, yeah. We would never have even done that. I mean, we had dial-up internet at that point. That was very, very well no, we didn't have we didn't have internet in that way until we moved here to Hampshire. That was a bit later. Goodness me, time flies. Good afternoon, Deborah. Awesome. So what I do need to say is thank you so much for these amazing cards. They're brilliant. And I'm going to be stealing all the ideas, and they're going to be decorating my mantelpiece, and I will actually put some up here as well. My mantelpiece. I haven't got a mantelpiece. I've got window ledges. And I knew my frog would be back. Sarah's saying that the world changes so quickly. It does. It does. Oh, Jen, I love that. Jen's saying her favourite saying is by Pooh Bear. We didn't know we were making memories. We were just having fun. Pooh is very wise. There's quite a few of his sayings that I love, particularly the ones around Eeyore and the fact that, Eeyore should never be left out, because that's good too. Marian's saying that she finds it amazing that I'm in England chatting to her in Australia. Exactly. I mean, it's bonkers. It's crackers. Absolutely crackers. Lisa said that she started stamping about the same time as me and have only recently got back into it, and amazed how much stuff has changed. Absolutely. And the formulation of the inks and things as well now, and things like if you started out at that kind of time, the heat embossing powders and that kind of stuff are very different now, and they are really, really amazing, really fine. And Triana said that she only heard of Stamping Up last year. Yes, so I knew about Stampin' Up probably 20 years ago. Obviously it's only been available in Europe for the last 13, but yeah, I knew of them about 20 years ago, but we just couldn't get the products. And Triana's saying it's a game changer for her. Good. It is a life changer. Can be a life changer. Certainly changed my world in so many different ways. And as I always say, it is stamps, ink and paper, but for me, the world that Stampin' Up changed is people, because that's what I love. You know, I love chatting to you guys and sharing and learning from you and hearing your stories. Yeah, people are the best. Right, so I am going to slurp my peppermint tea and get ready to share with you this project. Normally I try and alternate, so I do like a 3D project one week and then do a card or a technique. And obviously last week we made this. This week I'm doing another 3D project, and in a change for me, I didn't design this project. So Kerry Irwin, one of my lovely team, designed this project I'm going to share with you today for a team training. And I checked with her that I was allowed to share it with you, and I have changed it very slightly, just a couple of the measurements and how one thing goes together, but in essence it is absolutely her project. So you know, thank you to Kerry for sharing it with me and allowing me to share it with you. And I think this is perfect if you need a last minute gift. So it holds a gift card, but it's actually a box, and you can put additional things in it as well. So I will share all of that with you in a second. Have you, before I kind of turn the camera around, have you got any questions for me this week? Any sticking points with products, or any help or advice you need, or any other projects that you'd like me to see, you'd like me to show? Then feel free to pop them in the comments. So Val's saying she's so glad that she found Stampin' Up, as it's much easier to colour coordinate. And that is for me one of the huge bonuses about Stampin' Up. When I joined Stampin' Up 13 years ago, when we launched, I was teaching in craft stores all across the UK and demonstrating at the shows and all that kind of stuff. And it used to frustrate me so much. I would go into a store and I would be going to do a demonstration, and they didn't have ribbon that would go with the paper, or the cardstock didn't coordinate, and the stamps, and it would drive me insane. So yeah, that's for me is one of the best bits, the coordination. Oh, brilliant. Sarah's got her voucher for the magnetic platform. Yeah, so I haven't got mine yet, Sarah, so I don't know where mine is. But for those of you that have bought the magnetic platform for the new machine, the Stamp and Cut and Emboss, the vouchers are coming out today, so that you can spend that on on something else. Right, so Sue has got a question about layering dies for the mystery stamping on Thursday. So what I mean, Sue, is like circles. You want 2 dies that will go one on top of the other and leave a border. So it can be 2 circle punches or 2 squares that will lay one on top of another, or dies. Hope that helps. Okay, right, I'm going to turn the camera around and we are going to get busy and make this lovely box, which we're calling the Kerry box. Okay, let's cover you over. Right, let's move that down, flip that over, and let's see what we can see. Ooh! Oh no! We're upside down. Are we upside down? Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, right, okay. I just jammed yourselves while I stopped laughing. I was... Right, take a breath. I'm paranoid about the camera showing everything upside down, and it's an ongoing thing that I worry about, and I just thought that the whole thing was upside down, but but it was just that this piece of cardstock was on the desk, and when I looked at it through the camera it looked like it was upside down, but it's not, it's the right way up. And I'm oh dear. Right, okay. It's going to be one of those afternoons, I reckon. Okay, so I will just move that out of the way because I don't need that. I just need my scoreboard, which is there. Okay. Right, so let me just show you the measurements. So we're going to be making a box, and it's got 2 parts to it. So you've got the box outer, so that's this piece of card here, and this is Pacific Point, and it's 8 inches by 11.5. And then we've got a second piece, which is this piece, and I've done it in the same colour, which is 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, so these are all the score lines that we need to do. So we've got the 11.5 inch piece at the top, so I'm going to score it at 1.5, 5, 6.5 and 10, and then I'm going to flip it round and score it at 1.5 and 6.5. So that's going to make the whole box, and then there's going to be an insert, and this has got 3 score lines, so it's 2 3/4, 4 1/4 and 5 3/4. Okay, so that's all of the scoring. Let me pop that down. So I'm just going to get my bone folder and reinforce all of these score lines. And I say this every time, whenever you're making a 3D item or a card that's moving, do your score lines and then reinforce them by going over them with a bone folder, and go over them both ways, because it just means the cardstock will bend really easily. So I'm just going to do the same now with the main box. Ooh. So I'm just going all the way and I'm reinforcing the score lines all the way along. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make this into a box, and we've got quite a lot of cutting to do. So we're going to cut from the outside edge to the cross point on all of these short sides. So along there and then along here. And then what I'm going to do is on all of the squares, I'm just going to cut like a little triangle out. So a little triangular piece, both sides. And what that does is it just means that the box will close better. It just gives like a neater finish. Okay, so just going to do that. Let's move that in a bit so you can see it. Hello to Daphne and Melinda and Nancy. Thank you very much for joining us today. Okay. Right. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to stick the patterned paper on the sides, and basically this box is going to fold in. If I just roughly fold it in and show you. So half of it will fold in to make the box like that, and then this half will fold in to make the lid. So this half is the lid, so this is where I'm going to be putting the patterned paper. And just here I've got the measurements. So we have got one piece that is 3 1/4. My Tombow, actually that one doesn't want to open. Let's just see if I've got, see if that one works better. Yeah, okay, I use a different one. Okay, so this is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, so it's just 1/4 of an inch smaller. And then I've got 2 longer pieces. It's going there and there. And this is, the patterned paper is from Snowflake Splendor. Hi Jeannie, thanks for joining us. Now I've got to put these two little pieces on as well. As I'm making, if there's anything that you need to see again, just shout. Okay. So that's good. We know that that's going to be the lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the box part. So I'm going to take these two central pieces, put some glue on there. And pop that down. And when you're making a box, it really does help if you keep it on the table, keep it nice and square. And then put glue on these two tabs as well. Hi Kerry, how are you doing, my lovely? Right, so we're just putting the glue on these two tabs now, and this is going to make the box lid. So Kerry's tuned in while she's working. Now a message to the other Kerry Irwin, how am I doing? Am I doing all right? There's your box. Okay, so there's the box all done, and now this is where the magic happens. So we've got this piece, and this is going to make a mechanism inside the box. But what we're going to do first is we're going to decorate it, and we're going to make a hole for the gift card to go in. Now obviously this is my yoga card, but I have discovered that they are all pretty much the same size, so do just give it a quick measure. So this is 3 3/8 of an inch, and this is 5 inches across. So what I do is on the back, I want the card to sit pretty much in the center of this piece. And then I'm just going to get my little pen, and I'm going to line this up. Kerry's saying that it looks like I've made this before. I have, because I've been practicing. I have been practicing. Okay, so I've made the line there, and then what you're going to do is get your trimmer and stick it in. And I'm going to line up that mark there in the center of my track. And whatever you do, don't cut into that piece. Look what I've just done. That's Because I'm showing off, look. I've made a mess. Okay, so whatever you do, don't cut it. Here we go. I brought 2 for a reason. So let me just score this again and we will start again. 2 3/4, 4 1/4, and 5 3/4. So reinforcing it. Okay, so let's try that again, shall we? Right. So I'm moving that cut line into the center of the track, and then let's just, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move my trimmer blade so that it's right on top of that line, and I'm going to cut up to the edge of that line. So can you just, hopefully you can just see that there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it like a millimetre, tiny amount. So I'm going to lift up the track and just move it a tiny amount, pop it back down and cut back down again. And if I've not moved it enough, which I hadn't, put it in, cut down again. And all I'm trying to do is to widen that hole a tiny, tiny amount. And look, it's going to look really ratty. Can you see? But that's fine, because that's what we've got scissors for. But what it does is it gives you a little, nice little slot there. And you can just widen it if you need to, and tidy up the fluffy bits, and just double check that your card fits in, and mine doesn't. So just make it a little bit longer. So I'm just snipping, and nobody's going to see this side anyway. This is going to be the underneath. Nearly. Oh, nearly. Like a millimetre. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So this piece is the bit that's going to be into the top section of the box, and this is the bottom section of the box. And I've got 2 pieces of embossed Whisper White card here. And I'm putting those on there just to give a little bit of interest on the inside. Obviously you can put patterned paper in if you wanted to, and that's the measurement there for those embossed pieces. So that's going in there like so. Okay, so then this piece is going to be stuck into the bottom of the box and the top of the box. So we're going to pop glue there, and this is on the bottom of the box. And what you're going to do is you put it in, and you're going to butt it right up against the front of the box. So it wants to be tucked right in there at the front of the box. So you can see that there is a gap there, and that's how the mechanism is going to work. So then this piece is a little bit more fiddly. So you're just going to put your glue on there, and this edge here is going to this far edge there. So in exactly the same place. So you've got to push it right up against that edge and give it a squash down. So give it a really good press. And then, ooh, you hope that it doesn't slide out. Right, I'm going to squash it down now. It will work. Right. Okay. So when you open the box, and you haven't got glue all over your fingers, when you open the box, this little piece here will pop up. So let's pop the card in and you'll be able to see. So it will pop up like so. So it's a little kind of hidden card. It's very cool. But then look at this space here. So this space, Kerry put in miniatures and I only had one and it was half empty. So I thought that that wouldn't look very clever. But look. 2 Tombos would fit in there. Now that would be an amazing gift for a crafter. How cool is that? How cool is that? So let me just do that. So miniature, yeah, miniature alcohol. Yes, definitely, Sarah. Miniature alcohol. So there you go. So, what do we think? Ooh, I better put it back. It's very cool, isn't it? Let me just finish it off with some ribbon. So this is, which ribbon is this? This is Magenta Madness. I picked it just because there was a bit of pink there in this paper. And there we go. So you can wrap it like that, you can wrap it all the way around, but what a cool idea, thank you Kerry, for a gift box. So let's just see. Now in Kerry's original, let me just show you. Can't get in it. So in Kerry's original, she actually did a bit more of a cutout here as well. So you can do that so you can see the card a little bit better. And I think I've probably just made it slightly too long this time because it's sliding all the way through. But there we go. So great way of putting in a little gift card, but also I just think it's so nice, isn't it, to put what I'm trying to say, to put even when you're giving a gift card, it's to actually have something that looks like a gift. Do you know what I mean? Something packaged. I've just decided I'm going to do a different fastening on the ribbon. So there we go. That's better. go. So there is the finished box. Fab. Okay, so that is everything from me this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining in and hanging out with me today. So do subscribe to all of my channels, so my YouTube channel and my blog, if you want to get some more updates, if you haven't already. I have a Facebook group, Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner, which you are welcome to come and join us over there. We talk about all sorts of different crafts, and I will be back here at 2 o'clock on Tuesday every week, and I will see you then. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.